This is Dr. Meenakshi. Today I am going to discuss a beautiful sonnet on his blindness by John Milton. We know John Milton has composed many poems which have actually which has actually presented in front of us a concept where a person is actually introspecting what is happening inside him. So in this sonnet, basically on his blindness, Milton has tried to talk about the time when he is in a situation when he thinks that either he is not capable enough to serve his master, that is the God, and he is in doubt, in fear, and in that situation his mind is answering strangely to him. First of all, his mind is putting him in such a situation where he is understanding that because he is not capable enough to serve the God who has created him, who has sent him on this earth to serve some purpose. And on that note, he is very feared, he is very worried, he is scared that God is going to punish him because he is not serving his purpose. But lately, the other part of his mind, other level of his consciousness, it makes him relieved by stating that God is a lovable, kind king who actually loves his people, and he doesn't want any sort of gift or any sort of paybacks from his people. So with this, these two situations in his mind, with these two contradictory paradoxes in his mind, he is actually narrated this beautiful sonnet. This is a sonnet, basically in a Petrarchan sonnet. We call it as a Petrarchan sonnet, although we know Petrarchan sonnet somehow represents something which is related to, which is concerned with something of love, but this sonnet is somehow representing the human feelings, specifically the spirituality. So this is also taken in Petrarchan sonnet. We know as it is being named after that French composer, the writer, Petrarchy. Now this sonnet is actually having different kind of a style, that is an octave sestet style. Let's see how. These 8 lines, they are showing the octave style, and the rest of the 6 lines they are showing the sestet style. The rhyming scheme for the sonnet is a bit different. Let's see. Let's try to explore the rhyming scheme. This is A, B, B, A, B, B, A, B, sorry, this is A, so for the first 4 lines, it is A, B, B, A. Then again we have A, B, B, A. Next we have C, C. So this is C, D, E, C, D, E. This is the rhyming scheme for the sonnet. Now coming to the idea, first reciting the sonnet. When I consider how my light is spent in half my days in this dark world and wide, and that one talent which is death to hide, lodged with me useless, though my soul more bent, to serve there with my Maker and present my true account, lest he returning chide, doth God exact day labor light denied, I fondly ask, but patience to prevent, that murmur soon replies, God doth not need either man's work or his own gifts, who best bear his mind. Mild yoke, they serve him best, his state is kingly, thousands at his bidding speed, and post o'er land and ocean without rest, they also serve who only stand and wait. Now, as such, after reciting the sonnet, we got a basic idea which he is trying to put forward. When I consider how my light is spent, now here the word light, it can actually show different kind of things. My light could be my knowledge, my light could be my wealth, my light could be my life. So I here means the poet is saying, when I consider how my knowledge is spent, or my light or my awareness is spent, ere half my days in this dark world and wide. That means half of my life, I have already spent half of my life, and I am wondering where and when I have spent that life, how I have spent it, the knowledge, the experience that I have gained over that period of time during that half part of my life, how I have spent it. He is just wondering and trying to recapitulate what he has done and what he has achieved. And that one talent which is death to hide, that one talent, or this is actually showing that one skill with which God has blessed me with, that one talent with which the God has blessed me and sent me on this earth, which is death to hide. And if I hide that talent, it is just equal to death for me. If I am not using that talent, that is equally like a death for me. Lodged with me useless, though my soul more bent. It will be lodged, it will be packed with me useless, though my soul more bent. Now here this word bend, as such we know the meaning of word, literal meaning of this word bend. If something is straight and something is bent, this actually symbolizes the word bend. Now it represents it actually. From these 4 lines, when I consider how my light is spent at half my days in this dark world and wide, and that one talent which is death to hide, lodged with me useless, though my soul more bent to serve there with my maker. Now what actually poet is saying over here, in the first 4 lines he is saying, if I am not able to use that skill with which the God has blessed me and sent me on this earth with a specific purpose, if I am not able to fulfill it, then what will be the purpose of my life? What I am doing actually? I am actually wasting my skill, my life, which I have been given by the Almighty, and for a specific purpose the God has sent me on this earth, and I am not able to fulfill that purpose. So it is like a death for me if I am hiding that talent, and this talent is going to be useless if I am not going to use it. Though my soul more bent to serve there with my maker. Although my soul is very much happy, it is very much prepared to serve my maker. My soul has been having such kind of a configuration, such kind of a nature, who actually want to serve the maker. Now here the maker is something representing the God, the creator. So the maker is actually the God, the creator, who has created the poet, he who has created this universe, and with some purpose he has sent his creation, the human beings on earth. If they are not able to fulfill those those tasks with which they have been assigned, so the question is in the poet's mind, what will happen if I am not able to do that? What will happen actually? So here, to serve there with my maker and present my true account, lest he returning chide. Now what he is saying, he is saying that I think it will be very difficult for me to justify my position if I am not able to do what I was supposed to do. I was assigned a task by the Almighty to be performed, and if I am not able to do that, what true account I will be presenting in front of the God? What true account means? What will be my justification in front of God when I will be facing the God? How I will be able to justify myself? He returning chide, that means he will be disapproving me. He will be very angry with me. The God will be very angry with me. He will be disapproving my work which I have done, which was not legible, or the purpose which I was supposed to fulfill. I was supposed to do it. I was not able to do it. So that means I am going to disappoint God. So he is in these lines. we can make a realization of the poet that he is very scared, he is very confused, he is having that fear in his heart that how he is going to face the Creator, the Almighty, the God, who will be asking, who will be seeing the poet that he has not been able to fulfill his account, his creation which he was supposed to do as he was assigned by the God. Now he is very scared. Till this line he is very scared, and his mind is full of doubts, and his mind is full of that fear that how I am going to face the God, because I have totally disappointed him. I have not been able to do what I was supposed to do. Now here in the next line he said, doth God exact day labor, light denied? I fondly ask, but patience to prevent. Now here doth means does God exact day labor, light deny. That means God is going to totally deny, because I am not even able to serve, I am not that useful to the God. Is he going to deny me? Is he going to reject me? So he is asking a question in his mind. And in the next line what he says, I fondly ask, but patience to prevent that murmur soon replies, God doth not need either man's work or his own gift, who best bear his mild yoke. Now here he just had asked a question, does God is going to reject me, deny my work which I have done, because it is not, I don't feel that is up to the mark and I was able to complete it. So is God going to reject me or deny the credit to me? And then he gets an answer very beautifully here, that God does not need either man's work or his own gift. God is not at all having that kind of a nature that he wants the returns back of what he is blessing his wards or his children with, the beautiful qualities. God never expects anything from us. Actually, this is a reality. So this line beautifully depicts that God does not need any man's work or labor. God is not that kind of a king who relished to have slaves in front of him working for him. So he is not that kind of a king. He is a very kind-hearted king who wants his people to be happy. So he doesn't want anything in return. Actually, that is a reality. So here he is saying either man's work or his own gift, who best bear his mild yoke. They serve him best. Now who best bear his mild yoke. That means whatever kind of people are there, who are able to do it or not able to do it, in any condition, in any situation, the God is going to love his creation, the people, his followers, his creation who he has created for the world. So he doesn't want anything from those people, anything in return of his creation. So either man's work or his own gift, who best bear his mild yoke, they serve him best. So it doesn't make any difference, either they serve best or not, but still God is going to love them. His state is kingly, thousand at his bidding speed, and post over land and ocean without rest. They also serve who only stand and wait. Now in these lines, the poet is clearing the concept that God is having a kingly state. He is such a kind-hearted king who actually is pleased with any of his followers. Either they are very quick, very prompt in their actions and doing their deeds very quickly and very correctly, or there are someone who are not capable enough to do something, who are either handicapped, who are disabled in some ways, or not able to perform their duties. They are still God's children and God loves them. As such, the parents, they love their children, either they are good or bad. The parents have immense love, care and support for the children in any ways, in any form they are. Similarly, the God is also having that eternal love in his heart for his children, the humans. Either they work properly or not, either they perform their duties or not, still God has love, forgiveness and all support for his creation, for the children. So here he is saying, and post over land and ocean without rest. Thousands at his bidding speed. Now here he is saying God is happy with those people who are with thousands of speed, who are at a very quick speed, are passing over lands and ocean without taking any rest, without putting any rest to their self. They are putting their all hard work. God is happy with them. They are doing it, they are performing their duties. They also serve who only stand and wait. Now here the poet is justifying a bit with the help of this line, that those people who are not capable enough to do that similar kind of a task, where they can cross the lands and ocean very quickly and do their task without rest, that means the people who are very hard working actually. So here he is saying, but there are certain people who are not capable enough, just like the poet who had lost his sight, who has lost his vision, and he is feeling guilty actually, that because he has lost his vision, he will not be able to make more good verses and compositions. So somehow he is trying to justify himself over here. They also serve who only stand and wait. That means those people who are not doing anything, who are not putting their whole hard work, they are also serving to the God. They are also somehow dedicated to the God in their own ways. So he is just trying to soothe his mind with this line, that those people who are not in a position to serve the God as effectively as other people do, they are also serving or dedicating their self towards the God. So finally, through this sonnet on his blindness, John Milton has portrayed very beautifully what sort of condition was running in his inner self when he has lost his vision, and he was feeling totally distressed at that moment, what he will be doing, because he has lost his vision. He won't be able to compose beautifully those things so quickly, those compositions so quickly as he used to do earlier. So here we can see the grief and somehow the guilt hidden inside the poet when he has just tried to compose this poem. Through this poem he has opened up his heart, in which a pain is there because he has lost his vision, and he is feeling that he won't be able to do justification to his part, for which God has blessed him with the beautiful creation of composing verses. So this is all about the beautiful poem on his blindness by John Milton. I hope the concept have been clear. Thank you and have a nice day.